Well, hello my beautiful Aquarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career or money reading for the end of August right through to the end of September 2023. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aquarians, this is your career and money reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. The first pile is going to be your protagonist energy, your approach to your career and your financial situation. The second pile will be any obstacles or struggles that you've been experiencing. And the third pile is the unified energy of how things are going to work out. Okay, so let's get straight to it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aquarians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see in their career? What are they meant to be aware of for what is to come? Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aquarians? It's really interesting because in the water, I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading. I'm actually seeing a hand, just like the one that's in the World card that's just come out for you, but there's a heart in the hand. Okay, so now that can indicate that you give your whole heart and soul and effort to everything that you do, that you I feel like you offer a lot in your career and that you should be fairly recompensed for it. Okay, so interesting because the World card that they've got in this particular deck, there's a hand with a pearl in it. Okay, so it can mean you know, wonderful opportunity coming in, that you have the gift of wisdom and knowledge in your career, that you offer that all and you should be fairly financially recompensed for it. But the image they're showing me in the water is a hand with a heart. So maybe you are searching for direction right now. You're thinking about something that you love in your career. You may feel that you've been a little bit disconnected because the Lover's card is literally in the resistance position. So I'm just going to go and get the rest of your cards. I'm not really sure how that image is relevant, but I have to give it to you because I'm scrying at the same time. If I do not give you the images in the water, then it remains stagnant and the energy does not flow fully. So I have to give you everything that I see. So this could be an image that you'll see in the next coming weeks, a hand with a heart in it. Okay, so it could be an indication that there is major progress happening in your career. Maybe suddenly you're finding a bit more motivation. I definitely see that you're very gifted and talented at what you do, and over the next 6 weeks you're going to be very busy. Okay, they're showing me that you're very busy. The Empress energy indicates you're going to be very productive, but that you're working on your prosperity and you're attracting rewards for your hard work. Okay, how shall I receive? I've got the Hangman. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aquarians? What do they need to know regarding their career? What are they meant to be aware of? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aquarians? Okay. Wonderful energy here. We definitely have some elevation, lots of success coming towards you, but you're going to be very goal oriented in the month of September. So even though you're an Aquarian energy, you are an air element. The Virgo time period, the Virgo season, is actually going to make you more organized, more practical, and much more focused on your career. That's what I'm seeing here. The World card is your protagonist energy. So some of you are closing out a lot of projects, or I get a sense here that you're wanting something new. You're entering into a new cycle in your career. And I definitely get an energy here of you celebrating what you do and really finding inspiration. Now, the World card can also indicate that some of you are thinking about your career in terms of logistics as to where you are right now. Some of you may be thinking about like emigrating, or perhaps thinking about overseas work. Not all of you, I'm picking up a small percentage of you there. Some of you may have just come back from vacation and you're ready to get back in the flow of things and wanting to get focused on the next steps in your career in order to elevate. So ultimately, the World card is all about your goal, but also being successful and reaching your goal. This is a card of understanding what you need to do in your career, and you're making a lot of effort. As you can see, that hand offering the pearl, you have the gift of knowledge, wisdom, and skill, and you're really good at your craft. So whatever it is that you do, I definitely see that you are offering all of yourself, but it's important to be fairly recompensed financially, okay? Now, the World card can also indicate that you are going to be in the right place at the right time to meet the right opportunity. Some of you may be putting your resume out there to see if there is anything other out there that you would rather be doing that also pays a financial secure package. And I definitely get a sense with the Lovers card in the resistance position, some of you are separating from something that perhaps you once used to love, but I feel you've been a little bit in limbo, or you feel like you're coasting, or you've hit a glass ceiling there and you want to elevate and make progress. So you're feeling a little bit more ambitious in the month of September, and you're looking at changing the way that you approach your career. Now, that could mean that you're actually staying where you're at, but you're actually entering a new cycle and having a promotion or a raise. So there's new opportunities happening in your career. But I definitely see that you're giving your career your all, and you're going to be very productive. You're going to be like smashing your tasks out of the park. You're going to be starting and finishing projects left, right, and center. So I really feel like you're going to be in the flow of business, and I feel people are noticing your gifts and your talents, okay? Now, the Empress is present as well as the Emperor. Some of you with the Lovers card, you could be thinking about setting up a business with somebody, maybe a partnership there. Could be something that you've had an idea to do with a spouse or a partner, or even just someone you trust, someone who is in your family unit. You may be thinking of it as a side hustle because the Lovers card is in the resistance position. So it may be that you're going to be having two streams of income, and you've got an idea that you like to set up as an opportunity for your working practices. So they're giving me a song at the moment. Now, this song, it's like part of it doesn't make sense. I'll just give you what they're giving me. Let's, got the brains. Make, got the looks. Let's make lots of money. Now, this song, I think this song came up like a couple of years ago, maybe for another sign, or maybe even for your sign. I can't really remember. Lots of songs come up occasionally. This, if my memory serves me well, I want to say it's the Pet Shop Boys, okay? And I think it's actually called Let's Make Lots of Money, or maybe they're giving me the word opportunity. So maybe it's actually called Opportunity. I'm not sure. I'm going to go with Let's Make Lots of Money, although I'm being given the word opportunity again. So I feel like they're forcing the issue. So perhaps it's called Opportunity. Anyway, I do feel like there is an opportunity happening here for you. And I get a sense that song also is about two people coming together to make something happen. So perhaps you've been brainstorming something with you and someone you trust. It could be something that you action alone, but maybe someone is like helping you brainstorm. Ultimately, I get a sense here that you are leaving one space or leaving an opportunity in order to embrace something better. So whether you're, it doesn't always have to be with another person. It can mean that you are going to work with a company that you've wanted to work with for quite some time, or you are setting up your own stream of income, becoming an entrepreneur, and you're going to attract clients that are far-reaching. I feel like you're going to have a really expansive reach in your career. Could even be that you're thinking about setting up a social media business, and I feel like people from around the world will gravitate towards whatever it is that you are putting out there. So I really get a sense here that your energy and your flow are heading in the right direction. But from a personal viewpoint, this is your protagonist energy. I feel like you're beginning to have a little bit more confidence in your skill set. I also get an energy here that you don't want to waste time. The Empress energy is really about nurturing a goal or nurturing an idea to term, and really not wanting to waste time, because time is of the essence, is what I'm picking up here. You do have a lot of talent and a lot of gifts, okay? You're naturally very good at what you do. The Empress energy really is about you being very creative, birthing new ideas and brainstorming things to life. So I really get a sense here that you're channeling a creative flow of energy that you're putting into your career. I get a sense here that some of you have been feeling that either you've been procrastinating. I hate to call anyone out, and I don't mean to point a finger, but that's the energy that's coming out here. Some of you may have felt that your current circumstances led you to feel a little bit in limbo, or you felt that things have been a little bit clouded recently, or in delay, and you may feel that you've missed opportunities in the past, but I feel like you don't want to miss this opportunity that's coming in, and I feel that you don't want to procrastinate anymore. So maybe you felt that you've been procrastinating, or perhaps you felt that the current circumstances that you're in, they're not really using you to your full potential, and you feel that your skill set is going unnoticed or unappreciated, or you feel that it's time to take your skill set elsewhere where you can really flourish and thrive. So I just get an energy here of you. I mean, my guides are really pointing at the bird cage here, and there's no bird there. So I feel like you're setting yourself free. So, I mean, it literally could mean that you're staying where you are at in your current circumstances, but you are changing your approach, freeing up your energy, deciding to, disconnect from things that perhaps waste your time in your career, things that you could streamline better or have a more time efficient approach to. And I really get a sense that you're being super focused this month, getting serious, especially at the end of September. I feel like you're getting serious about an opportunity that's coming in that brings major progress in your career. Now also we've got the Princess of Swords. Now the Princess of Swords is a wonderful card. It really connects to the Page of Swords energy. So this is about you being curious about these new ideas, really exploring all the potential that you have, but it's also about taking action on something that you have a hunch about, okay? So Page of Swords can indicate that some of you are going to be headhunted, or you're going to be stepping up into a leadership position, because you're going from the Empress and the Page of Swords energy to the Emperor. So some of you are stepping into a leadership position, or you're moving up the ladder, okay, of success. And some of you are really curious about setting up perhaps your own entrepreneurship or something on the side, okay? Because the Empress and the Emperor energy, it doesn't mean there's two people there. It can also indicate aspects of self, that you are very creative, you're really open to new ideas, and you're allowing yourself to be in the flow. And then the Emperor energy is to take action on that, is to go after it, to be really structured and have a plan. So I definitely see that you're embodying those things over the next couple of weeks. But the Princess of Swords energy, let me just get my teeth back in my mouth. The Princess of Swords energy is really about your focus. It's about using your genius ideas and being eager to explore something, or, open yourself up to uncharted territory is what I see here. I definitely see that you're getting organized, and I feel like you are being very self-sufficient. Perhaps you're picking up a new project or a new client in the coming weeks, or you're starting up a new idea. You're birthing something to life, okay? Now, they really are asking me to look at this card closely, so I am. One moment, please. Okay, what they're showing me here, thanks so much, I'm so grateful. They're showing me a balloon in the water, okay? A balloon in the water. Now this can indicate that you're thinking about launching something, or it could indicate that you are needing to have a little bit more fun or spontaneity in your career right now, and you are trying to find enjoyment in what you do. With the Lover's card and the Hangman and the Starman, which is the equivalent of the Magician card, in the Resistance position, some of you may have felt that you have unfulfilled potential that you haven't tapped into, and you may feel that you're in a position right now that you're feeling a little bit uninspired, or you feel that it's almost like you're on pause, okay? So you may feel a little bit like it's a questioning stage as to what are the next steps in your career. Sometimes we need to take a pause, maybe get a bird's eye view of our career or our life in general, our focus on our finances, because I definitely see that you're going to have a solid flow of income that is going to lead to long-term security. But I feel like you're actioning something in order to get there. Some of you may have felt like you are... what I'm getting is that I feel some of you are feeling the pinch, as in you may feel that things are increasing in finances and you're noticing that, and you are kind of calculating the amount of finances you need in order to be financially stable. So I feel like you're making a structure or a plan in order to put yourself in a really good position should there be any fluctuations economically, and also should things keep increasing in finances or in prices. Okay, that's what I see here. So I feel like you're actually being really savvy and very intuitive and instinctive about not just your finances, but also about your career path. Okay, but I feel they really want me to highlight that this person is on like a structure, okay, above the city. So some of you are looking at your stability within the city or within a career that you're in right now. Some of you, I get a sense that some of you are going to get some sort of information or news about a new position or a new opportunity that you will capitalize on. And I feel like it elevates you above. But you may feel it's either risky or that you need to come out of a comfort zone to do it. Okay? For some of you, you may have to travel with this opportunity, and it may make you feel a little bit nervous because it's something different or something new, but I definitely see that it's going to align you with your heart's desire, because some of you, you may have felt that you used to love something that you do, but you may feel that you've been a little bit disconnected from it, or you may feel that there are people that you work with that are making things difficult, or you may feel that there is office politics, or there's no support. I get a sense that's more it. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. They're giving me a sense that there's no support. You may feel that you are trying to do all this all by yourself, but actually you're going to be noticed for your skill set, and I feel you're going to be recognized for the talents that you have, and there is something that you've been manifesting, something that you've been trying to attract into your life, an opportunity perhaps that is coming your way. So don't give up. I get a sense that some of you have been doubting whether it's going to show up, but I definitely see it showing up for you, and you're going to make major strides and progress in your career. Now, we do have the Lover's card here. It's in the resistance position. The Lover's card used to be called a choice, okay? So I feel some of you have felt that you've had no choice but to wait for the right moment to take up a new opportunity or put your resume out there. You may have felt that you've been playing a bit of a waiting game in your career, okay? But I feel the time is right for you to action something. Now, this could be a second stream of income. It could be an entrepreneurship, setting up something from the home space, because we got the Empress there. But I also get this energy of you either working with somebody or a contract coming in that will link you to something that you love doing. Okay, and I feel like your heart is going to be 100% in it. Your motivation returns, that spark, that tenacity, that vitality, and that boldness for your career is returning for you. So if some of you felt a little bit unmotivated, or you just felt like you've been coasting a little bit, like it's the same old thing, just a different day, and you've been in the flow of repetition, you may feel it's time to shake things up a little bit. I feel like you're in control of the changes, because I get a sense here there is a desire for something new. So even if you are staying where you're at and you're not going to work at a new company, or you're not going to really change much of the cycle that you're in, I feel like you're changing your approach, and you may open yourself up to exploring new options. So for example, if you always use a certain computer program to do what you do, but you feel it's got to a level where it's not helping you increase your productivity, or it's not really doing exactly what it is that you want, you may actually download a new computer project or program to aid you and expand the talents and gift sets that you've got. So I feel, I mean, some of you may even get new electronic equipment, whether it's a cell phone, a laptop, or a computer over the coming weeks. I definitely see you'll get a good discount on it. They're giving me they're showing me a discount code in the water. Okay. All I'm seeing is like hello 10. You know, those discount codes that you get sometimes, like welcome 10, but they're showing me hello 10. So that may mean something to somebody, but I'm seeing it as a discount code. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there. Now we've got the Hangman. It's in the resistance position. Some of you may have felt that you've missed an opportunity on something, or you've been a little bit indecisive about direction right now. And I get a sense that there's been a bit of a delay, but you may have felt that you've been at a standstill, or that things have been like stuck in a rut in your career in some way. But the Hangman is actually really a very important card, because it indicates a trust in the universe, surrendering to the knowledge that you have, and the knowledge that the universe is orchestrating opportunities behind the scenes. And I get a sense here that some of you are ending an old way of doing something. You're definitely ending like a restriction, anything that's been holding you back, but I also get a sense that you're ending an old way of doing something. So you may implement different practices in your career that streamline your schedule and are very time efficient, and it opens you up for more time for you, because I get a sense of freedom here as well. Also, some of you may decide to take some time out to learn something, could get a qualification from this in order to elevate you in your career and bring in more prosperity. So I definitely get a sense here that some of you may be gaining new knowledge, or learning to employ a new craft or skill set, upskill as it were. I definitely get a sense that you're in development regarding your career, even though you've reached a certain plateau and you have a lot of knowledge and a lot of mastery of what you do. I definitely get a sense that you are finding new ways to apply what you know in order to capitalize on it and take you further than you've ever gone before. Okay. Now we do have the Starman, which is the Magician card. So you may have felt that something you've been trying to manifest has not been happening for you. And some of you may have also felt a little bit of brain fog or scattered energy recently. And I get a sense because you haven't been feeling fulfilled or 100% that you are reaching your target. But that's all going to change for you. I definitely get a sense that you're going to have more motivation, and I get a sense that you're going to feel more focused, more goal-oriented, and you're going to reach your goal. There's victory here, success. And I feel like there's an energy of awakening in your career. Okay, I feel like there's some of you may get closure on something. You may be leaving a place or leaving a part of your career behind because you're evolving into something better, into something new. And the Starman, even though this pile is in the resistance position like you got it in the reverse, by the end of September, it's in the upright, which means you're in a very powerful position. It also indicates you have all the resources you need in order to focus your attention to accomplish your goal. I get a sense also that your confidence is going from strength to strength. And I see either a new position, like a promotion, a raise, or elevation in status in your career. This could be a surprise for you as well, is what I'm seeing here. But I feel like you've played the long game, as it were, to get to where you want to go. So I feel like you put a lot of effort and hours in to be where you are. Now also they're showing me a pendulum in the water. So some of you may have been doing some dowsing, or you may have been trying to develop your spiritual gifts. Maybe that's even the realm, career sector that you're in or wanting to gravitate towards. I mean, when they show me the pendulum, it can also indicate that some of you are thinking about taking up a seasonal position or an extra job. I mean, it could even be that you're thinking about going into freelance work, so you'll have fluctuating income, but it will lead to financial security because the Four of Pentacles is present, which means you're going to have a very solid grounding financially. But ultimately, I feel there's something magical happening for you in the month of September, where everything starts to slot into place and things start to come together. You're turning your visions into reality, but you're also taking action on something that you're curious about or something that you've had an idea about. I feel like you're making things happen, okay? Now the outcome energy, we've got the Chariot, which is all about success, progress, and making moves in your career. I feel like you are committed, you're using your energy and your willpower, and I feel that you are committed to being the success that you're always meant to be. The Chariot card indicates major breakthrough in your career. It says here, movement, progress, integration. So integration is normally a word you would connect to the World card, which is about being in the right place at the right time with the right people. And I feel that you are actually going to feel very fulfilled in your career. Some of you may be even thinking about taking your career on the road. You may be wanting to open up to a more freelance lifestyle where you go from place to place, keeping things interesting, or you may be thinking about relocating. There may even be talk, if you work in a company, of a business relocating, or maybe you get seconded to a different branch. But I feel like you're in control of this. I feel like you make this decision to do that. Some of you may also get an opportunity that gives you a company car. Now that part is not going to resonate with everyone. I'm getting about 23% energy of my beautiful Aquarians out there being offered a company car with your job. But what I'm also getting is major success. And there may be a choice that you have to make at the end. Well, they're giving me the 3rd into the 4th week of September, a choice that you have to make in your career. But I feel it could be there's 2 opportunities presented to you and you have to make a decision about it. But I feel like you are someone who is self-assured, you're making really good decisions, and I feel that you're going to be in control of the choices, and victory is assured, that you will overcome any obstacle, and whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, you will. Okay. Also, I feel like your sense of motivation returns and amplifies to get you to where you want to be. Okay. Now, they're also giving me a sense of different currency. Okay. I mean, some of you may actually go into the working field of currency or financial exchange. I mean, it could be that you're setting up a second stream of income that is paid in a different currency. So I'm not really sure how to decode that. So it could also be because the World and the Chariot card are present in your readings. It could also indicate that you may have to travel for work, or you may be having an idea to set up your own entrepreneurship in a different company or a different country or in different currency. So please take it as it resonates. That's not going to resonate with everyone. It may be just an idea that you've had, or maybe you're just like curious about what it would be like if you could work in a different part of the world, maybe somewhere by the beach, somewhere where you can enjoy your surroundings as well as capitalize on your talents, your skills, and create a business where you're in the flow and have more freedom. So maybe these are just ideas that are floating around in my beautiful Aquarians energy right now, but that's what I'm seeing here. 4 of Pentacles indicates financial security, okay, and a long-term goal or a long-term position that is going to keep you financially secure. When you get the 4 of Pentacles, this is really about being very clever with your finances, hanging on to what you've got, saving it, and also it's a real important energy here because the 4 of Pentacles can also mean that you need to enjoy yourself in your work. Don't hold on to something that perhaps is hurting you or is a toxic environment or makes you feel like you're really not adding value to a position. Because sometimes we can hold on to a position for a long time because we feel that's the right thing to do. Listen to your intuition. It's really important to make sure you love what you do. Many years ago, I stayed in a position because it paid really good money, but it was a very toxic environment and it was not good for my health. And, you know, I kid you not that I was pretty much ill there all the time. That was a big indication for my body that I needed to move or I needed to make a change. And I kept working through it. I was breaking myself down, and it was a very, as I said, toxic environment. There was very low workers' morale, but it paid really well, probably because they knew that it was a very austere environment that people didn't particularly want to work in and wouldn't work in unless the money was right. So I stayed there. It's almost like I overstayed there, and the universe sent me so many signs to move. I even had a reading many years ago from somebody when I was there. And the first thing they said as soon as I walked in the door, they're like, OMG, you need to leave wherever you're working right now because it is not good for you and it is not good for your health. And I was like, oh yeah, I know, but you know, it pays good money and it helps me take care of my family and pay my bills. I really kind of need this. And they were like, well, you can't work without you and your health. So you've got to really look at what else is out there. And they were kind of right. And eventually the universe, because I was very stubborn and held on to that position, the universe sent me a tower moment where it literally removed me from that position. And I was like, oh, it feels uncomfortable, but it was almost like this. The universe was saying, well, we sent you many signs and you ignored the signs, you held on, and now we got to send you a tower. So I don't see any tower going on in your reading. I actually see you making really great decisions for yourself, and I see that you are making some sort of restructure in your career to approach it in a different way in order to get the best out of it that you can get, okay? So with the Four of Pentacles there, I feel like you're going to be able to save a little bit of money this month, but also I get a sense here that you may be looking for other opportunities. And some of those opportunities may be that you're either going to connect to either a different company or a different contract, or you're setting up a second stream of income, because the Lover's card, especially in this position, can indicate a sense of duality, that you're going to be focused on a new project as well as something that you do already, and it will bring in two streams of income. Okay, now we've got the Emperor, which means you've got a plan and you're strategizing that plan and you're going to be very successful in that plan. This is a card of being serious about your goals and making things happen. You're a natural born leader, and I feel like you're protecting everything that you've already worked for, but I also see that you are being financially savvy and expanding, elevating. So there's a new promotion available, new income, new investment, new job popping up for you where you can use your skill set and it's going to take you to where you want to go. I feel like you're in control, okay? But the Emperor energy is also a card of needing to be strict with yourself or needing to be organized and not waste time, or don't wait when an opportunity presents itself. So I get a sense here that something is going to be offered to you in the next 6 weeks. You're going to have to make a decision about it, and it may change your mindset or may change your direction. And I feel it puts you in a really great position to elevate and be secure. I do see that you're going to be busy. I'm not going to lie to you. I see that you're going to be very productive. And I don't see it's going to be easy, but I feel like you're going to be in the flow of things. And I feel you're right on target for your plans. I feel things are slotting into place for you. It has been slow moving, but things are going to pick up pace, especially around about the end of September for you. And I definitely see that you're going to elevate to a position that you desire, and I feel like there's a major breakthrough. Now I'm just going to pull a quick card before I move on to the rest of the decks. Six of Swords. So you're being guided. So listen to your intuition, your hunches. Six of Swords indicates, yes, you have been tested. There have been some challenging times that you've experienced, but you're being moved out of difficult times into calmer waters. And also the Six of Swords can indicate that you're about to discover new aspects of your career, or you're forging new lands, or, you know, almost like being curious about uncharted territory. And I feel that you are going to be very successful wherever you end up. I mean, the Six of Swords also indicates travel. So some of you, if you're not thinking about relocating, or you're not thinking of restructuring your career and you're staying where you're at, I feel like you're naturally being elevated to a new position, and you may feel a little bit out of your depths at first, but you got this. You're so gifted, you're so talented, so do not doubt your skills, okay? I do see your confidence will be rising, but initially there may be a little bit of a wobble, like, oh, can I do this? And the answer is yes, you got this, okay? Also, the Six of Swords, it's really important to recognize that this is a time where sometimes we are conditioned to expect the worst, but actually we're being guided to the best, okay? Yes, there are major fluctuations going on around the world at the moment, and job security, you may feel intuitively that things are going to change in the future. I definitely get a sense that you're securing your position, or you're being guided to a position that elevates you and keeps peace, calmness, and harmony in your life. But also I feel I do feel like there's a sense of protection here, that you're being guided to something better. But with the Six of Swords energy, I get a sense that you may not feel like it, but you're actually turning a corner for the better in your career, but also in your money situation. Money may be tight, but I definitely see that your management is going to be on point, and I get a sense that you're getting through this and you're elevating and you're attracting more wealth, but you're building a financial foundation for that to happen in the first place. Okay, so your ideas have power, thoughts become things, and I definitely see that you are I get an energy here, and I've been feeling it, especially in the Capricorn energy reading that I did earlier. They're giving it to me again for your reading, which is, we currently have Mercury in retrograde. And Mercury in retrograde is normally a very chaotic time where you need to pay close attention to your communication, because there may be some issues or misunderstandings, or also internet. There could be some like gremlins in the system, or you may experience electronic delays, or important mail going to spam folders. So it's really important to keep an eye on what you're expecting or what's important, and be organized, because there can be some setbacks during this time. But as we approach the super blue moon, which is a very rare event, and it actually won't happen again until 2037. It's worth noting that there's going to be a period of good luck, opportunity, and surprise happening for you. But during this time, of course, it's happening in Virgo season. And that means that you're casting a critical eye on your career, you're getting organized, you're getting focused, but also this time period lends itself to having a backup plan. That doesn't mean your plans are not going to take root and flourish. I actually see you being very successful and reaching your goal. What it actually means is you're going to have almost like an opportunity or a plan B that harmonizes and works in sync with what you're doing right now. So I actually see that there is almost like you have two things on the go. Oh, they want one more. Two things on the go, or you're creating like a safety net. That's what I'm seeing. Now, also, I want you to be aware, yes, this is a rogue card. It's meant to be in this deck, okay? It's a very special card. Not everybody gets it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. Okay. Now, the first card you got there is Ring. Okay. Now, the ring obviously connects to your financial commitment, but it can also connect to a contract or a proposal that is laid out to you that you have to make a decision about. And it says here, long-term investment, partnerships, working together, fulfilling career. So some of you, as I said, will set up some sort of business with another person. You may have a partnership, or you may have an idea to set something up with a person that you really trust, one of your soul tribe or a family member. But also it could be that you are connecting contract-wise to a company, and there's a legally binding contract in place. And I feel like it's a long-term partnership. It's going to be very lucrative for you, and you'll staircase. This, I feel like the next steps of your career, you're being seen for your talents, recognized for the gifts that you have, and you're going to be financially elevated for it as well. Now, we've also got Nugget. And it says here, small increase, valuable information, honest assessment, fresh start, steady work, and career building. Okay, now, fresh start, especially since you got the World card and the Princess of Swords, which is the equivalent of the Page of Swords, I get a sense that some of you either are, I feel like you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. So some of you may be starting a new project or a new position, and I get a sense that you have a wealth of knowledge to back up you having that status. And I feel there's a really incredible breakthrough happening in your career as well. And we've got the crown. Now, the crown chakra is to know that you're going to be successful. But the crown in this deck is about overcoming the obstacles, power plays, wealth, ownership, being a boss, taking charge, and making progress. So I definitely see that there is success incoming for you, but I feel like you're in control of your destiny. I feel you are going to feel more in control of your career than you have done in quite some time in the month of September. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aquarians? What do they need to know? I would listen out for that song as well. that came out there. You may hear that song on the radio. It indicates an opportunity coming in that will actually make lots of money, is what they're showing me. So I would look out for that as well. Okay, they want me to go one more, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Obviously, look out for a balloon. It could be lots of balloon symbology for you over the coming weeks, which is really about enjoying what you do, about seeing your career from like a bird's eye viewpoint, but also, you know, having fun with your career as well. We spend so much time doing work. It's important to enjoy it, or at least enjoy aspects of it, because that will help us elevate quicker. Now we do have the risk card for you. So some of you are opening yourself up to uncharted territory. You're doing something new, and it says taking a calculated risk is sometimes necessary in order to advance. And I definitely see that that is something that perhaps you're doing here, especially with the Princess of Swords. You're doing, it's like you're investigating either a new idea or something that hasn't really fully been realized yet, or hasn't come to term yet, but you're curious about it. You're curious about an opportunity that could be a creative endeavor, you tapping into a skill set that you have, maybe an untapped potential in a creative endeavor that you always enjoyed but really haven't fully explored. I feel this is something that you could start up as an independent business. I mean, you've got the independent card there as well. It says have the courage to face the fear, uncertainty, and don't focus on the outcome. The odds are better than you think. Okay, so some of you are taking a bit of a leap of faith in your career at the moment. We have independent. So that's really about being your own boss, becoming an entrepreneur. So this could be something that you're thinking about right now, or if you are an entrepreneur, you may be approaching your career in a different way, and it actually sets you apart from other people, but it also puts you in a really good position to be flexible for changes that are going to come in the future. We can all see that there's going to be major change in the way that we work, in the way that we deal with money, and I feel like you are really intuitively navigating a way to finding a very secure position so that you are in a good position in your life economically to weather any storms. Okay, so it says here, if you're not self-employed, it may be the time to have an entrepreneurial mindset. Consider investing and committing yourself to your own business. Your financial freedom will come from being able to stand alone. You can do it. Okay, so even if you're staying or you work in a an office or a job where you interact with lots of people, I get a sense that you are standing out from the crowd in order to elevate. We've got change here. And as you can see, something that was at a standstill, something that's covered in snow, icy, still, static, is starting to thaw out and become very fruitful for you. Something is starting to grow. I feel like it's almost like you're coming out of hibernation. Even if you took like a vacation or took some time out to really focus on your career and the next steps, I definitely get a sense that you are feeling more motivated. It says here, there's a change for the better coming your way. Embrace it. Just because you don't see any movement, it doesn't mean nothing is happening. Sometimes to see the change, you must be the change. And I definitely see that you are being the change. Okay. And finally, we have gift. So some sort of opportunity being gifted to you at this time. It says here, someone might give you a gift, lend you money, or help you in some way. You could get a cash bonus at work. You have natural talents, gifts, and abilities just waiting to be discovered. Explore them. It will attract more financial reward into your life, okay? So those energies did pop up in your reading, so it's nice to see that they are validated by the last deck there. So I'm quite excited about you attracting more wealth. Just going to get a rune before we close. Look at that. We've got the ice ruin. So something that is static is starting to thaw out for you. If you felt like you've been on pause or in limbo or on hold, things are starting to move in the right direction, and there's going to be major positive payoffs for you as well. Okay. If you've been experiencing delays or having some sort of upheaval in your career, I feel like it's a chance for you to refocus and connect to the right opportunity that's coming your way. And I feel you're looking at anything that really drains your energy or wastes your time, and I get a sense that you're just getting organized and cutting it out. I feel like you're streamlining your energy and you're going to be right on target. Okay, so I'll leave it there for you, my beautiful Aquarians. I hope something resonates in that reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aquarians, and love and light.